So this is my Serie A wrap for the season. Inter Milan won the Serie A. Congratulations to them. What an incredible season they had. They set some new records. We'll get down to that. But then let's dissect everything that happened in the league. Let's start with the overperformers, and then we'll get down to the underperformers. And I'm talking about both for teams and for players. So let's start with the teams. The overperformers, I would say, is Como. Como has been very, very impressive. These people gained promotion to Serie A just in 2024. In their first season in the Serie A, they finished 10th. And then fast forward to this season, they finished 4th and secured the Champions League spot for the very first time in their club's history. The level of work Cesc Fabregas has put into this job, into this club, and then how he's got them performing right now is amazing and incredible. Nobody expected Como to be this good, but under Cesc Fabregas, this team has been a revelation. And I hope he continues to grow with this squad. I hope he doesn't rush into one of those big jobs, because now they do all this type of managers. Fabregas, learn from people like Patrice Vieira, Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Xabi Alonso. You can be performing good in a small club, but the moment they push you into a big club, that's a different water altogether. So for me, Como were the overperformers. Nobody expected them to be this good. And then for my underperformers, Juventus. How do you go from winning 9 trophies, 9 league titles in a row just a couple of years ago to now finishing 7th and settling for Conference League? Almost that level of decline has to be studied. For a club with the prestige and reputation to now be somewhere in around 7th and it's going to be playing Conference League next year, it's crazy. It's crazy. The standard in that club has been dropped and the players are not even helping. Now, for my overperformers, player-wise, my overperformer is Nico Paz. He's my boy. He's a Real Madrid player. He's going to be returning back. But let's not talk about his Real Madrid chapter yet. Let's talk about what he did in Serie A. He won the best midfielder of the season. The only reason why that boy didn't win player of the season was simply because Di Marco did exactly what Bruno Fernandes did in the Premier League. Federico Di Marco set a new record for the most assists in a single season in Serie A with 17 assists. That's the only reason why Nico Paz didn't win the player of the season. And to be honest, Di Marco deserves it. You get me? That's not an easy feat. If Bruno Fernandes did it in the Premier League and won player of the season, why shouldn't this guy also win player of the season in Serie A for doing the same thing, even though the numbers are different, but it's still a new record? And then for the most underperforming player, I would have to give it to Rafa Leao. This guy is supposed to be among the top 5 best left wingers in the world. He's supposed to be the face of the AC Milan project. But for some reason, he's not lived up to that expectation. Finishing with 9 goals and 3 assists in the Serie A is below standards. But at least he's better than Florian Wirtz, who finished with 5 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League. But I'll still give him the most underperforming players in the league. Inter Milan scored the most goals with 89 goals. They also recorded the most assists, 64. Como finished with the most clean sheets, 19. Lautaro Martinez won the Golden Boot with 17 goals, while Di Marco finished with 17 assists to win the most assists. Then the relegated teams are Cremonese, Hellas Verona, and Pisa. People should go and eat pizza in Serie B. Then the team that would be representing Serie A in the Champions League next season would be Inter Milan, Napoli, Roma, and Como for the first time. Anyways, it's going to be an interesting year next year. I hope Serie A does well. Serie A we're known for being a dominant force in Europe. The last time Serie A won the Champions League was 2010, Inter Milan. Since then, it's been 16 years and counting now.